Today I will talk about making plans, schedule, and freedom. It seems like those things are opposite to each other. Because when I'm thinking about freedom, I think about doing everything how I feel in this moment. And when I'm thinking about creating plans, it makes me think that I can't do how I feel. I need to follow some plans, some schedule, and it feels like limits to me. And well, I decided to think about it and even try to create schedule for me and follow it. Because at some point I became so frustrated about my goals being still so far, even though I work so hard. I'm being very hyperactive and spontaneous. Just a second, I'm trying to speak English, but sometimes it's not that easy to remember words. Spontaneous. Yeah. So I'm too hyperactive and spontaneous person. I always need to do everything in the same second when I come up with a new idea. I just can't help. And for me, schedules seems too difficult and even impossible to do. But I realized that I have such chaos in my life, such a huge mess with everything, and I need to put everything in order to be more productive. So I decided, why not? Why don't try to do this again? And that was not easy because plans and schedules, it makes me think of school. And I hated to follow schedules. I hated to do homework and everything. It feels like I'm in prison, like I can't do anything. And I hated that time so much that now everything related to schedule, it feels like something that is so opposite to my nature. But I know it's not the right thing, and making plans can be very useful, so I decided to try. I bought this copybook and decided to write down all my plans and create schedule for each week and try to follow it. But that was a big challenge because as soon as I opened this copybook and started to write the name of each day of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it made me feel like I'm going back to school. Like it's going to be Monday tomorrow and I have to do my homework. And I know it's stupid to think this way because because it was so long ago. I finished school in 2000, and it still affects me this much. I can't understand why. So I decided to come up with idea how I can make myself feel better about this. So I started to write everything in English. And it made me feel like I'm not creating plans, I'm learning English. So every time when I was looking at my copybook and looking at these plans, I tried to feel like, oh, it's English. I'm learning English and practice English, so it's not scheduled. And it really works. It made me feel much better. So my next step was trying to trying to write down things that I should do next week, and that was difficult because what I wrote for tomorrow I didn't do at all. I was busy with other things and had not enough time to do what I wrote. So I decided to do it a little differently. I decided to leave that page empty, and then in the evening I started to write down everything that I already done during this day. And it works. Few days I was like this, and just observing what I'm doing and writing about this, and it helped me to got used to this. And then I started to write small actions that I have to do, and I didn't do it yet, so it made much more easier for me to start to do something according my schedule. And step by step I started to follow that schedule. It still not consists everything that I have to do, because I have too many goals, and I didn't want to feel too much stress about following so many different things when I never made plans before. And I took just a few goals and started to create schedule according to them, and then I'm going to add new things to this with every new week. And that interesting experience changed some things for me, and I want to share what exactly it changed. First of all, it gave me different view on things that I already done before. I started to feel time. Before that, I was feeling like I'm going to live forever, like time doesn't matter. The only time can be is now or not now. So I was living in the now, and everything that not now was not interesting to me. And because of that, I had such a big mess and always forgetting something. Even though I'm a very responsible person, I always do things in time, but that in time sometimes means that I'm working hard without sleep on deadlines. So it's not the best style of living, and I knew I have to change something. So I started to feel time, how it goes, what I've done, when I have to stop. This is exactly a very important moment, because being hyperactive person, I have troubles with stop in time. I can stuck in one action forever. No matter what action it is. If I am very obsessed about something, if I have passion, and I always do how I feel, so of course I have passion to things that I'm doing, and I could stuck in those actions for a few days or even a week, and I was I forgot how to pronounce this word. Just a second. Where is that word? Oh. Exhausted. At the end of the week I was so exhausted because working too hard without breaks. And of course next few days I couldn't do anything. So it's like you losing time, wasting time, even for working hard, but at the same time then you have to waste time. You have no choice, because I have body, and that body needs to get rest sometimes. So I knew that I'm doing something wrong, but it was so hard to fight with my nature and stop myself in time. With doing things according to schedule, I've got I started to learn how I can cope with this, because when I feel desire to do something, I can't do it right now. Of course I can, but I will not do it right now, because I have my plans, and I have another plans for today. So when I feel passionate about something and want to do it, I will write down it to the next day or a few days later. And a few days later, of course, I will not have that passion. And at first time it started to worry me, because how I will do things without passion. I can't force myself to do anything. It would be like I don't want to do this, and it will make me feel like I'm existing, not living, and so on. So I was worried about it. But it didn't happen. When it was time to do things that I planned to do a few days ago, I didn't feel that passion, but I do feel desire to do this. It surprised me. Of course, at first it might be some small fighting with myself, because when I see plans that I need to clean the kitchen, I see, oh, I need to clean the kitchen. And my first reaction is, I don't want to do this. I don't feel desire to clean anything today. But then I'm telling myself, okay, but you can just try to do this. If it's not for you today, then okay, I will do it tomorrow or any other day. And when I started to try to do this, it feels so easy to do then. And I'm already in process of cleaning everything, and I already feel desire to do this, and I feel the same like I usually do. I feel like I'm living right now. I'm enjoying this moment, doing things that I planned to do, and also being very proud of myself about it. This is what didn't happen before. I could enjoy moment, but I couldn't feel being proud enough, because I will always kept in mind that I missed something, that I need to do other things, no time to be proud of myself, because there are many other things to do. But with this schedule, I feel like it's okay to think, to be proud of yourself, to feel that you're doing things really good. You have time for this. You have time to enjoy that moment of being proud of yourself, because you will not miss any other things, because I will write them here, and I will not miss anything. I will follow all my goals, and it helps to reduce stress. And it surprised me a lot, because I was feeling like it's schedule making stress for me. And yes, it does. It really creates some stress for me, but it was only at the beginning when I was fighting with my nature. Actually, not with my nature, I think. With my past. With my past feelings about being forced to go to school. Because, I was depressed at school. I was depressed and stressful and couldn't sleep. I have troubles with sleep. I could sleep 2 hours every day and felt like I'm not living. It was a really bad time for me. I always was with too much stress. And I don't think it's schedule fault or it's school fault. I don't know what was the reason for this. It's just me being hyperactive person. And even when I had a very busy day at school, when I was very tired and should go to sleep, I couldn't do this, because on the one hand I had to do my homework. On the other hand, I couldn't do my homework because doing homework is like you're giving up with yourself. You're following what other people force you to do, and you're forgetting your real self, because your real self want to do creative things, want to create something, and to feel myself alive and cope with this depression. I was doing other things, doing some creative works, spending time doing hobby, and I could do it all night long, even being sleeping, just to feel that I'm doing other things, not only going to school. And then I was so tired, and of course it was bringing me so much stress. Besides, I was a responsible person, and not doing homework was not easy for me. I forced myself not doing homework because I was fighting with this system and just couldn't help. I couldn't follow everything that other people was telling me because they was telling me it's like I have to do and have no choice. And when people telling me such things, I couldn't help and just had to be myself. So sometimes I was sitting hours doing nothing because I couldn't do my homework. It's against my nature. I couldn't do any other things that I like to do, my hobbies, because I'm a responsible person. I can't having fun playing games when my homework is not done. And I was trapped. So it was a difficult time for me, and because of that experience I had so many troubles with schedules, with following any plans. Because of that I couldn't work for 5 days every week. I had to have a very crazy schedule when I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. This way I could feel that I'm alive and enjoy my life. So I'm happy that now I was able to start to change things, because it's very important for me to follow my goals and to reach my goals. And that mess in my life was upsetting me and create some panic because because I couldn't come up with idea how can I reach our goals. Even working hard all day long, I couldn't be closer toward my goals sometimes. But now I'm very optimistic and positive about my new lifestyle, and hope it will work for me. I'm still practicing it. I'm still trying to figure out the best way for me, and I will share my experience with you later, but when I will get more experience, because right now I am following this new things only for 3 weeks, I think. It's not enough. Of course it's not enough, because my first week was just fighting with myself and with that little girl inside me that not want to go to school and feels like it's Monday, it happens tomorrow. And it's so silly. But I'm glad I was able to go in this direction. It really makes me happy, and it really makes me so excited about everything that I'm doing, that even this fact that I'm following my schedule, trying to follow in my schedule, not upsetting me, not worrying me. I'm just being proud of myself for this so much that any other things are not so important. Well, I guess I'm talking too much already. I already shared everything I wanted to share, I guess. I hope I didn't forget anything. I'm always worried that I can forget something really important. But anyway, if I forgot something important, I will tell about this in my next video. So goodbye.